in this Lhasa, it's close to Lhasa, there's tornadoes, there's so many around, the small ones. But the small ones, those ministers I was going to say, very small one, so many, not in the so much in the road, but nearby, so many tiny ones. This is called Tibetan called Dongde, ghost wind, ghost wind they're called. So many tiny ones. I never saw big ones like America. Many like that, and they go. So they just, it doesn't regard as humble, nothing like that. So yeah, so there's fire, and so there's so much unbelievable. So when you see even the nature also unbelievable violence, all the people, so Dharma's you see, then you see the Dharma is more and more needed, more and more important, more and more important, more and more needed. You see, I mean, besides suffering and samsara that we're living in, so because to be free from samsara, there's no other thing except only Dharma, except holy Dharma. There's no other thing. So yeah, and besides that, so even just so much suffering. So yeah, other things can't stop. Science, even your highest knowledge or science can't stop these things. But you see, because it has to stop from the mind. All this came from the mind. All this came from the mind. So that's total different evolution, origination, evolution. What general people in the world don't think. General people in the world, people who don't know Dharma, who don't practice Dharma, so don't think it's a come from mind. Sentiments we're experiencing come from the mind. So therefore, then how Dharma become important is the only way to free from all these sufferings. Dharma is the only way. So through Dharma is the sort of mind. You purify the mind, which causes all the sufferings. All these sufferings, you purify that mind. You see that mind by exercising limited parts, like taking medicine. You cure the disease. So similar way, Dharma is the mind for mind. Dharma is the medicine for the mind. Then through that, by healthy mind, by making mind pure, by ceasing the wrong concepts, the delusions, karma, negative karma. So through that, then also, yeah, you're able to produce a healthy body, yeah, long life, healthy body, no sickness, no problems, yeah. So healthy world, in that way you can create healthy world, healthy country. So all that. Definition of Dharma is a Kadamba cases. They say any of your action of body, spirit, mind, goes remedy, antidote to the delusions Nyamamba. Any of your action, body, spirit, mind, goes as antidote towards the delusion. That is Dharma. That is holy Dharma. You have to know also what means Dharma. You have to know that. But that's meaning nothing opposite. But then generally then anything that benefits, brings happiness beyond from this life, brings happiness beyond from this life. So that means, I don't know, when you become free from samsara by actualizing the complete path, what is meant the true path, what is meant in the text by Buddha. So by actualizing that, what is explained there, then by meditation, by listening, reflecting, meditation, and by actualizing, but then, particularly wisdom, directly perceiving emptiness. So, audience, which is the seed of delusion, karma, cause of suffering, then you totally become liberated from the oceans of samsara suffering. It causes karma and delusion. So like that. So then that's totally ceasing the cause of suffering, delusion, karma. So, I don't know when that will happen. So that depends up to whether you practice Dharma or not. Or you practice holy Dharma, not worldly Dharma, not samsara Dharma, not worldly Dharma, but holy Dharma. So the totally depends, it's in your hand. Totally depends on you. So even you meet Dharma, but whether you practice Dharma or not. Even the Guru even you have found Guru but kept teaching, but whether you practice or not. I mean, it all depends on many things. So it depends on all that, complete actualizing the path in your heart and then free from samsara. So you see, you need happiness in all the life, in all the. I mean, for eons, Baba, how long did it take time? That you actualize complete path in your heart. Remedy. The delusion, cause of samsara. So, until you become free from samsara, you need happiness in all the future lives. This life is just, a few years, or a few months, a few weeks, a few days, minutes, hours, minutes like that. So can't say. This body is like a machine, like a machine. It's not up to you. It's not up to you that you want forever function. Function is forever. Breathe in and out forever. No. So until, as far as Buddhism, then you see Buddha has revealed first with the Dharma, first will train in Dharma, that's fundamental truth. So there is a method. You see, to cease the suffering of pain, the suffering of old age, suffering of suffering of rebirth, suffering of old age, suffering of sicknesses, suffering of death. So until we, what Buddha taught for noble truth, but the true path, the true ceasing of suffering, until you visualize, until you actualize the true path, then you're born under control of delusion and karma, so you die under the control of karma and delusion, and under that. So I said to that until you actualize the path, what was taught for noble truth. Which is totally with the unbelievable loving kindness, compassion, blessed to you, to numberless sentiments. So kind. Yeah. So. Yeah, so then of course, even after that, even after you cease all the oceans of samsara suffering by ceasing the cause, karma and delusion, which is a mind, negative mind, wrong concept, unhealthy mind. So not only that, then even that, by ceasing the subtle obscuration, then you achieve the great nirvana, full enlightenment, Buddhahood. In that, benefits, you see, benefits are beyond this life, which brings happiness beyond this life up to enlightenment. That's Dharma. That's the holy Dharma. See? So that which becomes the antidote to the delusion, as the Kutaka Dhamma Geshe said, that's Dharma. So we have to know what the Dharma is. Not just only chanting prayers, chanting mantras, or beating drums, or changing clothes, changing your clothes, shaving hair, whatever. So not just that. It's through the mind. You see, the Dharma is through the mind. So any action that becomes antidote towards the wrong concept, negative mind, unhealthy mind, that which produces suffering, harms to you, harms to others. So that's. So it has to be mind, Dharma, holy Dharma, it has to be mind. So many other religions, what they think Dharma is just shape your hair, change your dress, put colors on the thread, on the thread. Not on the thread, not on the on your forehead or something, change, outside change. Then you go that religion. And so that's so anyway, you see, what I usually think is that practice Dharma or practice holy Dharma or not, doesn't cover the reason that the person has to accept reincarnation. Even the person doesn't understand reincarnation, doesn't accept reincarnation. So, my way of thinking is practice Dharma. Can practice Dharma, yes, can become Dharma. Any action that becomes, as Kadama Geshe said, any action that becomes antidote to delusion, to the subsession thought, to your subsession thought, to your ignorance, anger, attachment, parasitism, all the delusion, antidote, any action that becomes antidote, that's Dharma. That's Dharma, whether the person accepted reincarnation or not. Understand not, but this is the person's action become antidote to the end of religion. Yes, it is Dharma, holy Dharma. That's holy Dharma. So, example, it's a normal. You see a couple, with the wife or the husband, in order to have long-lasting relationship, if one person, the wife or the husband, one of them practice patience. Even both doesn't practice patience, but at least one person practice patience, in the daily life, normally. So then their relationship can last longer. This is what they want. This is the happiness what they want. So when they practice patience, it's an antidote to the delusion. Anger. Yeah. Patience. And also, you see, your other companion wants this and wants this and that so much, but you don't want. But you practice contentment, satisfaction. You try to practice. Whatever you have, you try to be happy with that. Contentment. Practice satisfaction, contentment with that, happy with that. You make your mind happy with that, whatever you. So even the other person wants this and wants that, or something, you see, you don't show anger. You don't show anger. You just practice your satisfaction, contentment. So then the dialogue about other person, happiness, what he or she want to do. Example like that. Then you see, because there are many people in the West practice compassion. Not necessarily they believe in reincarnation karma, but you see, there are many people who don't particularly believe or accept. But many people have compassion, sincere compassion, good compassion, sincere compassion. So the animal think the others, not only think your happiness, You want your happiness, you don't want your suffering. Not only that. If you think only that, then no way to realize compassion. So the other insect or the other human being, think of the persons that brings happiness, what the being needs, and suffering, that what the being don't want. So you try to offer the happiness and do not cause suffering for others, you see, what they don't want. So by thinking others, so that's compassion, loving kinds of compassion. So you help. You get money or you get food, whatever. So yeah, sincerely. So even though you don't accept reincarnation or karma, this, just with sincere mind, we help. There's so many people in the West. I mean, that's every country, the East, West, East and West. Yeah, and the West, there's so many people. So those things, with compassion mind, you see, help. That's Dharma, that's pure Dharma, sincere compassion, love kindness. No, especially no expectation, no expectation in a good reputation or help to be helped by that person. You are helped to be helped by that person. No, nothing. No, nothing in return. No, you don't have to expect anything helped in return. No, just purely to help the baby. That's pure Dharma. Pure Dharma. So it's in old time, hippie time, maybe also happy time. Hippie time, but also I think it's a happy time as well. So create many good karma that time, then now we can enjoy. So happy time. So the happy time. So Kapan is many inches. Those young people, they just bring stuffs. They bring over things. Leave at the door, upstairs at the door, without the name. Without the name, they don't to know the name. So they just leave, drop at the inside the drawer upstairs. The old come back. So many people do that without exposing the name. So that means that they meant be pure. So it's giving is totally purely giving, no without expectation. Return, see, to something to help or like that, for example. Anyway, so like this Dharma. Helping the others, thinking they're suffering. What you can help, helping to others, and the happiness, what others need, then you see, think of that, and you do what you can. So that sincerely from the heart. Yourself as a servant to offer service, happiness to others, to eliminate the suffering of others, like the Bodhisattva's attitude. Yourself is a kasure, totally as a servant, here in this world to offer service to others, like the Bodhisattva, like how Buddha served the sentient being. So that's Bodhisattva. Even they have realizations, unbelievable realizations, Bodhicitta, all these, so many realizations, ordinary Bodhisattva, the higher Bodhisattva, Bhumis, unbelievable realizations, how much unbelievable. But you see, the attitude is a service, servant to serve others, to anybody. Or not only human being, any sentient being, even any no matter how tiny insect it is. So anyone who needs happiness, who don't want suffering. So the word Bodhisattva, they never think, they only think servant. See, or the wish is prayer is like his own touch. To oneself to be used by sentient being as earth. Earth is used by sentient being. Whatever they like, car road, airport, army place, or dam, or just field, anything, trees, whatever, however they want to use the earth, but they happen just totally up to sentient being. So like that, you are used by sentient being for their happiness, however they want completely. So there is such thing that stamped, the person is stamping me. What? Stamping. That people use like that, There is such thing. There is Bodhisattvas no, or there are such people stamping me, no. You see people thinking like that, never. They Bodhisattvas are so happy to be used by others. Should be used by others. So happy. So happy. So the attitude like this, like water, like earth, how it's used by something, whichever way they want to happen, they want to see for the happen. So that's yourself to use by something for their happiness, however they want. Like that. That's the attitude, you see? Not stand, no, there's no such thing. No. The Bodhisattva to be stand by other sentiment, I do not say. Never. So anyway, that's how it's used now, never. That's, to be stand by other sentiment is fantastic. So anyway, so like that, then how about the water used by sentiment? Water used so many different ways, for the happiness. However they want the happiness, what to use. So oneself to be used by sentiment, however they want. All like that, Bodhisattva's attitude, all like that. I think my watch is telling me I'm now time to die. It's telling me now's your time to die. A thought came some time ago. Well, I received, got up and the names people died used to pray. So then I thought also to tell others, maybe I think a monastery. Because they received names, somebody died. Then it's always think, immediately related to the oneself. Whenever you hear somebody died, immediately relate to yourself. So that means, yeah. Soon I would die. I would die. So relate what you hear, other people did, relate immediately yourself. So remember that. So good. Then that reminds you Dharma to practice. So the method. Otherwise, just worried about life, just worried, doing nothing, not practice Dharma, or just nothing. His Holiness also recently mentioned, I think during the long life initiation thing. So normally it's you practice good heart, serving others, causing happiness to others and freeing others from suffering problems. I think I don't think it's meant patience at that time, but I think it includes good heart and patience, patience, contentment. All those things. Good, all the positive mind, positive, healthy mind. Well, I'm speaking, I'm forgetting. Then his son said, normally you don't do that. You pray for long life. You choose so much meditation. You pray long life. But when you die, then you don't do practice. Dharma practice, those good heart practice. You don't do. All is selfish mind. Israel didn't say that. That's what Israel says, essence. Follow selfish mind. My happiness, long life, blah, blah, blah. Then you will die with a lot of worry, fear, attachment, worry, fear. Then when you're dying, because you don't practice good heart, you don't practice Dharma normally. So then when you die with the full of fear, all this attachment, all the separation from the family, from the enjoyments, from family, from your body. This is this is the first thing besides the next life. The huge thing, go to lower realm or upper realm, go to lower realm, then even you suffer. Dharma, nowhere to practice. So imagine. So all of that. During the life, you don't do practice. You don't practice good heart. So serving others, helping others. So this is a side talk. Sorry. Recently, I thought to tell the monastery, there are a couple of monasteries, to tell the monks, so immediately relate to yourself. So it's very good. So every time when you hear dead, relate to yourself. So you can die. So so many people, they will know they will live together, or see. So many now died many years ago. So now only name we talk. Only name. He did this. So, but you don't see anything. It's also the same thing that I am going to be the same thing. Like that, like those people, same thing. Sooner or later, I'm going to become like that. And they can suggest taught names. Someone names the Sapa, so Baba, Sapa, so did funny things and all this. And then there's talk, just the words. So it goes on. So soon I'm going to become like that. You see? So you visualize yourself gone, and you see only words, people, only name. Yeah. So you see, yeah, soon it's going to happen to me. So what happened at this soon? That's going to me. So that's very, very good to think that. So anyway, yeah, the very last thing is yourself to not be Lord. You can't practice Dharma for yourself. Then especially for others, sentient beings, you can practice Dharma, and then there's no opportunity. Only unbelievable, most unbelievable suffering. Even human beings, most heaviest suffering is a great pleasure compared to the smallest suffering of hell. The greatest suffering of human being is become great pleasure to the hell beings. Smallest suffering of hell. It's a great pleasure for the human beings, heavy suffering. It's a great pleasure for them. Not that. What is that? I'm forgetting. Remind to practice Dharma. The solution is not just worried, just living life by worried is the use. Then the use. Only might become a heart attack or might cause blood pressure or heart attack. Then you die. There's nothing. Then you have to reincarnate. If you don't have reincarnate, you have to reincarnate again. So, and that what you call lower realm or what you call upper realm, that depends on karma, your karma. Non-dharma, then cause lower realm. Dharma, then cause higher happiness at least. That's the last one. Then of course to be free from samsara, to achieve everlasting real happiness, the blissful state of peace for oneself. Then not even free from that, to achieve the great nirvana, the total cessation, obscuration, growth, subtle, completion and realization, the enlightenment for sentient beings. That was amazing. That then you can free numberless sentient beings from the oceans of samsara suffering. And after that, free from oceans of samsara suffering, first from lower realm, then even free from the blissful state of peace for oneself, and then bring to the peerless happiness, enlightenment. Can you imagine? Wow. So that all that has come from one's mind, comes from one's mind, everything, all the happiness comes from one's mind, depending, you see, how you think. So come from your mind. So then I say, what is known as this past quite few years emphasizing without religion, Dharma, which means I think believe in reincarnation, thoughts and karma. So I think then living the life with good human being, living the life contact of good human being, So that's but as a good human being, to be a good human being, yes, the actions has to become Dharma. Yeah, Dharma. So underdog towards delusion. Dharma. So that. So the other one is what is known as those are the easy for many people when they hear Dharma or something religion or then kind of they are afraid they want to be away from that and they don't get involved. They don't want to take that because they don't know. So there's like the Indian very rich people. There are some Indian rich people. Since I went to one party in Delhi, there's Francis, the director of the Dhamma Center. She goes to party almost every day. So one time she took me. So that Indian man is very rich Indian man. Is his name is Karmapa's disciple. Karmapa past life. Disciple. He has TB, I think, maybe bigger than the Tanga. That size of Tanga. This, with like that Tanga is not this one. This way. That much of TV in the sitting room. And I didn't the whole house, just sitting room. It's the party. Yeah, so I met embassy from Portland who invited me to come to Portland by boat. But then afterwards, I think something happened with me that didn't happen. So anyway, there I met some Indians. I heard they are afraid of religion because they're not sure. Because they don't know, so they're afraid of getting involved in religion. You see, they don't know because they're afraid. They're not particularly Hindu. They're generally Indian is was Hindu, but they're not particularly Hindu, not particularly Buddhism, not even any religion came from India. So they are afraid. So like that. So yeah, I think it makes it easy people to very easy to people to. So they say without religion, then you live in the good human beings conduct. Good human conduct. So yes, that's so that they can understand. that they will accept. But I'm saying when you become good human conduct, yes, as Kadama Geshe said, in the end of your action become underdog to the religion, because not harming yourself, not harm others. So there's Dharma. That's something of Dharma. Yeah. So that's just introduction to those people who are first time to listen my talk. first time to listen, Dharma subject, okay? So it's like that. It's, if you want happiness, then you should practice good heart. You should be a good human being, live in a good conduct. If you want happiness, if you don't want suffering, then there's, you should practice good heart, healthy mind. Healthy mind, you should practice. There's a healthy mind, especially good heart. That's the purpose to be born human being. Why you're born human being? Why you are born human being now, this time, it's for that. Human being can learn, can use the brain, can learn, can reflect, meditate, can achieve things, can achieve. This precious things. Good quality mind. You see? Realization of mind, good quality of mind. So you can achieve. So benefit, not only benefit numberless sentient beings. More and more, the life to life, greater, then go to enlightenment. And, I want before I begin the talk, I just want to say this. So live the life as much as possible with the bodhicitta cherishing others as much as possible, not with a self-centered thought, not with a selfish mind. Me, I, day and night, then you spend day that, you spend night time with that, and you die with that, you suffer with that whole life. Depression, suffer. See, even in the road, when you go in the road, you see these wrinkles here, what is this? Because mind thinking on my happiness, I don't have this and that, so much suffering, that suffering, this suffering, so then and even the face, no laughing, no smile, or wrinkles, you see? Here the wrinkles, like they walk in the, or go in the street like this, Then person who has a good heart, person who thinks of others. Person who thinks of others' happiness, others' suffering, others. Who care others? Smile, then smile, happy, smile. You see? Not like that. Because the many people go walking, think on, all the time, so much suffering, so much suffering. You just met, all this suffering you just met by your mind, your concept. The way we're thinking, we're thinking doesn't know the suffering created by your mind, no idea at all. It doesn't come from outside. Never, this came from your mind. But this one who think about others, just to not cause suffering, cause happiness, on the service others, then smile on the face. and enjoy the life. And you make others happy, others make you happy. Everywhere, you smile. Then others happy, then also the others smile too. You see? It's all to do with the mind, how you think of life, way of thinking, your way of thinking, your positive way of thinking. The other one is totally negative. So much selfish mind, where we're living life. You see, selfish. Then this one was a healthy mind, good heart. So relaxed, no worry, life's happy. It's all to do with the mind. Not come from outside, it's the mind, your mind. Your mind is the door for happiness and door for suffering. Your mind. Your mind is the creator of enlightenment. Your mind is the creator of hell. Your mind is the creator of samsara. Your mind is the creator of nirvana. Your mind is the creator of today's happiness. This is our happiness. Your mind is the creator of this our suffering. Just like that. So you only have to know that. That's very, very important education. How everything comes from the mind is very, very important. There's a basic wisdom, very basic. You see, I don't know another religion that has this, I doubt. So it is very true. It's completely true. So this hour, whether you want to live happy life, happiness, or you want to suffer this hour, suffering life. So it's up to you. Depends how you think. It depends how you think. If you think a positive way, if you think Dharma, or devotion, renunciation, bodhicitta, emptiness, and of this positive, and with the remedy to the delusion, is Dharma, patience, tolerance, other contentment, or renunciation of the contentment, and all those things. So what was it? Let's see. So right way the happiness. Right way there's happiness. But if you think the other way, suffering. Mind is suffering. So if you think the other way. So for sometimes you see, you see somebody did something wrong that you don't like. Say something or did something you don't like. So sometimes you have choice. What do you want to angry? What do you want to get angry or not? Sometimes there's choice. What do you want to get angry? If you want to get angry, then how bad, you repeat on, how bad that person is, so he did this, he did this, said this, you see? Then you got angry. Otherwise, you ignore, all the way, look at the positive. It gives them opportunity to practice patience, Yeah, emptiness and bodhicitta practice is, suffering being. So practice compassion, bodhicitta, so that I can achieve enlightenment and enlighten numberlessness. It means not only that person. So you can think many numberless positive ways. You don't have to think only that bad. It's about thinking, they're talking, this way of doing it. Not necessary. So that makes me angry. What's the word? That means harms you, harms the other person, brings suffering to others. What's the purpose of that? So then you think positive way. you think the positive way, then brings happiness to you and others. You don't harm others. You don't cause others to create karma. So good. So on, what I want to say is, so as the beginning teaching. So, okay. You must know why you are born human being this time. Why you are not born tiger? Why you are not born snake? Why you are not born slow animal? Slow animal, this slowly to go, very slow. Why not born as what is jumping? The jumping one, huh? Kangaroo, okay. I forgot the name. There's a blue one there. The jump, doesn't matter. I liberated Hong Kong many years ago. I was carrying Buddha's relic with me that time. So in the forest and on the mountain, then I put the relic. Then I bought 1,000 of them. Crickets, yeah. 1,000, but it's half plastic. Only half plastic, but 1,000. So then I checked them around. But there was one feng shui man, I don't know, his name is monk. The famous, not the top famous, but famous feng shui. Huh? Not Chamba. Chamba's from Narendra, no. That's a Chinese monk. I met many times. He's a famous feng shui man. They would build feng shui hotels, big hotels in Hong Kong. Not the top famous. I met the top famous. So he was there. So I took them around the relic. 1,000 was half plastic. Half plastic. So anyway, so this is one time we were born a human being, which is an incredible opportunity, unbelievable opportunity to serve, to help, to cause happiness to your family, neighbor, your country, then people in the world, numberless sentient beings, including animals, insects. You stop causing suffering, you cause happiness. That you can. You cause happiness for this life, you cause happiness of all the future lives. You cause happiness, ultimate happiness, liberation from samsara. You cause enlightenment to the sentient being. Wow. So this human being can do this. You are born human being which can do this. It's unbelievable. So this is what one time about. So precious, most precious. Even the even the diamond or sky-filled diamond is nothing compared to this life. Even you have a diamond sky-filled, cannot stop rebirth, the Lord cannot stop samsara and not very born, and you can't stop rebirth as you can't stop the Lord Nibbana do not fall down. Can't cause enlightenment. Even wish grand jewel that you put on the pigeon, you put a banner after clean US and clean up on the ocean. Then whatever you pray needs in this life, comfort and needs in this life, then whatever you pray, it gets materialized after that. Mainly due to your incredible good karma, your quality, and the condition that you. It's like the money. So you have marriage collection from past. So they condition the money, and then you can buy things what you want. So that. So which grand jewel, not one, even fill the whole sky. Even you have it, cannot stop rebirth, Lord cannot stop rebirth, samsara, cannot stop the falling in the Lord, nirvana, cannot cause enlightenment. But this human rebirth, can do that. Start rebirth in the Lord realm, and some start rebirth samsara, prepare samsara and the prepare Lord nirvana, and cause to achieve enlightenment. Cause to achieve enlightenment. This, for example, Milarepa, I told in the past also, Milarepa didn't have 1 rupee. There's one, and Milarepa did not have Nepalese 1 rupee. Not $1, but even 1 rupee didn't have. But it achieved enlightenment, exercised the whole path. Sudarsandra. Guru's version, renunciation, but is the right view, then 2 stages. Achieved enlightenment in a brief lifetime or daytime time. It's a lay. So, Milarepa didn't have even 1 rupee. Even 1 paisa, anna paisa didn't have. But achieved enlightenment. You have to know that. So, so many other things order. You see, they realized the nature of life impermanence, that you can die in the time. So because of that realization, so no need. So many things we need, and then after that realization, no need. No need. This 100 billion things need, no need. Nothing needs. Then after that, in solitary place, one punctually able to abide, practice in solitary place. Then no obstacle for the practice. So like that, able to exercise the bodhicitta, emptiness, ultimate nature, then tangsa realization, then all the conditions all the suffering conditions utilize as a supporter to achieving enlightenment. Support to achieving enlightenment. Everything turned good. All the bad conditions become good conditions to achieve enlightenment. Then because we're able to complete the works for self, works for other sentient beings, Dharmakaya, Rupakaya. So yeah, so anyway, I forgot while I'm talking. So what I would say this. So, Pope's life I mentioned. So, therefore, every day as much as possible, I'm here to not cause suffering to other sentient beings, to not cause suffering. Then that makes myself from life to life for humans to suffer, and also other sentient beings suffer. So, you see, so I'm here to serve happiness to others. Nobody sentient beings. Even the tiniest living being in the ocean, I heard, but I don't know the name. I don't remember the name. So, tiniest being in the ocean. Oh, and that was whatever such animals, the human beings, and all the sentient beings. They do not harm, only to cause happiness. Okay? So, you see, that's the purpose of one's life. The most important. If you have that attitude, then that's what you makes happy. That's what makes me happy. If you want to have a happy life, then you should have that attitude. Then you're happy. Otherwise, you're not happy. No matter how much zillion dollars you have, no. Again, more suffering, more problem, how to protect all that money. And then so much jealous of others who are even more rich. So then more suffering. Then you die with that. So anyway, then with this, then with the you see bodies, action of body, speech, mind, then all day long, with anybody, your family, outside, anybody, you see, cause happiness. So, see, this is what they need, happiness, to their own suffering. So that's all this, then come back to loving kindness, then you smile. Or you respect others, respect others. Because friend, enemy, stranger, what is it? It's respect to others, physical respect to others. Even that person carrying some heavy things, you try to help carry, help share, or whatever. So, smiling. Then with the speech, whatever help you can do with the body. Then with the speech, respect. Say only talk qualities, not mistakes. Only qualities. Respect. Say only nice, respectful words. So brings happiness to others. Only nice, respectful words. To anybody, just anybody in the street, and when you said that, brings so much happiness in others. Brings so much happiness. Those people who want to walk in the street, restaurant, brings so much happiness to them. So much. You see, you have to bring, even with your words, how to speak, how you speak. Oh, you must practice. You must practice. Today I'm going to write this. Then next year I'm going to write this. Better. More memory, more mindfulness. Oh, then with the mind, compassion, loving kindness. Appreciate. Others' kindness. So you respect others' kindness. You appreciate. So the same is loving kindness, compassion. See? So much happiness. Yes, every day, so many sentient beings, even animals, people, every day, so many people, so many sentient beings able to make happiness. Oh, that's what you do. How much we learn Dharma, Sutra, Tantra, many hundred volumes by heart you can explain, but your mind is very cruel, very selfish, very angry mind, and like that, then they're not very interesting. The person is not. Person can talk a lot, like me. I don't mean I'm learned at all. I'm totally foolish. So sorry to say that I'm totally foolish. Mountains are foolish. Shango, Shango. The mountain means foolish. I'm that real truth. So yeah. So mind is like this. And you see, doesn't want the person to die. That person creating Dharma all the time. Even the person in monastery creating Dharma all day and night, all. Wherever he goes, she goes in the Dharma. Then we die with terrible fear, suffering. We die from the both for eons in the Lord. So like that we say. So anyway, even you know only Omani people. But you can do this. Great. But what I explained this, you can do this every day to everybody. Wow, unbelievable. Brings happiness to so many beings. Your family, that's great. Okay, so this is how you can bring peace, happiness in the world. This way, you can bring peace, happiness in the world. So the bodhicitta, ultimate good heart bodhicitta practice. Oh, that becomes bodhicitta most important. Oh, I want to say this at the very beginning. Whether you believe in reincarnation or not, or they believe in reincarnation or whatever those things, or this is essence. Everybody wants happiness. Nobody wants suffering. Then this practice you've done. This practice you've done. So right way, cause happiness to others. Right way, with the bodhisattva mind. To anybody, even animals. Even you become kind to them, they like you. So so that they move the tail, they like you. You know, they can't speak, but anyway, so it's real good, fantastic. Even you know only Omani Bem, nothing else. Okay. Okay, all right. So introduction finished. All right. Okay. I think what I just now said, very, very most important. See that? Oh. I didn't say. Most important, what I said. I mean, that's what whole Lamrim, that's what the whole Sutra Tantra, that's the basis. You know, that's the basis of the practice. Whether you know so much, all those 100 volumes by heart, or what even you know just only Om Mani Padme Hum. That's the real practice there. If you don't do that, then you know how much you speak, blah, 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 then it's all blah, blah, blah. Like that. So whether you're practicing Dharma or not is also defined by that. Whether you're practicing Dharma now you are practicing Dharma or not, you can see it. You can judge from that. See, you can judge yourself, your mind. That, okay? Yeah. Yeah, then. One question. If I cannot answer, I'll ask Abbott. or I'll ask the statue. Okay. Yeah. Is there anything or not? What? What was that? I'm going to start. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Lama Rinpoche. Can I ask you a question? It's about, you just mentioned the long-lasting relationship can last. Even just one of us.
Yes.
Be patient, practice patience.
Yes.
It's very difficult. Even I have the intention to practice patience and even try to think about what I have done, it's good for us. Or if I don't do it, it would be bad for us to hurt our relationships. But how can I make sure that I can really practice patience each time? I really like to reach, I can do it every time. Is it possible? Thank you very much.
Can you repeat? Can you repeat? Absin, can you repeat?
I repeat.
Okay, maybe to summarize what you just said, what I understand is that you're saying that you have been trying to practice patience but you are having a lot of challenges, and it's very difficult for you to practice patience. You put a lot of effort into the relationship, but it seems that you are not getting the result you want, correct? And it's very, very challenging. So you're asking Rinpoche, under such situation, how should I be able to practice patience under such a difficult conditions, according to her? That is the question.
Also, it's also what do you mean, how you practice patience. It also depends on that. That's good quality patience or good quality patience. So it's a good quality patience, it will benefit you deeper. Or I let him do this, or I let him do this. Then one time, two times, and then you can't have a longer patience, or it's too much, and you think too much. So, like that, like that kind of patience. They won't last. They can't last long. You can allow to do one time, two times. But, So, you see, generally speaking, there's a happiness. Your happiness may not be same. It's not same his happiness, but your happiness. So there's your happiness and there's his happiness. So if you let him to have his happiness, you give up your happiness so that he can have happiness. So if you do that, if you do that with the compassion of kindness, then that will cause you not only this life, from life to life, hundreds, thousands, millions, life to life. Oh, then brings so much success to you. You see, in return, brings so much success in this life, in the even more next life, then more next life, then thousands, millions of lives, so much success. It's a karmic result I'm talking about, karma. Oh, unbelievable. Oh, like that. If you give up your happiness, and him to achieve it, him to do his happiness, okay? So like that. So unbelievable, life to life. Then all like that, then it can go to enlightenment. So you see, unbelievable. If you think like that, then then you are so happy to offer your happiness for the other person, whoever it is, you see, father, mother, husband, wife, children, whoever, enemy. But you see, you are able to offer with happily, with so much happiness, This is karma. Everything is the karma. Unbelievable result. Life to life, so much success. Wow. All of that. So you see, then you see, not allowing his happiness, then you use him for your happiness. Basically, motivation, selfish mind. There's a motivation that. using your happiness. And then, you see, so this life, with selfish mind, others, you use others slave to you, work for you, slave. Then you become slave life to life to others. As a result, you become a slave. If you're born human being, you become a slave life to life to others. Okay? Slave. Oh, suffer. Oh, like that. You become cause for that. You become a slave life to life. So, in the life, slave to others. Suffer so much. Oh, in this life, you become, if you choose slave, I mean, you to serve others. You choose to serve others. You know, you see, the hardships, you take the hardships, let the other person to have happiness, freedom. You take the hardships. Oh, you offer service. Oh, like that. Oh, the life to life. Wow. This life, this latter life, this life, then future life, more and more, all your wishes get, without effort, get fulfilled, whatever you want. Oh, so, you see, then in future life, you see, this life you slave or servant or others, then next life, the result of next life, like king or like as a chief person, or life to life. No, like that. It could be cause of that. Oh, everything is come from your mind. Everything you have to create by the mind. You have to know by creating, not from outside, create by the mind. All these things, you understand? So this life, for example, when you chose holy object, altar like that, you put down, you have for to the bottom, you do the blessing as well. You put down, the holy object, very low, down like that. Oh, then creates future lives. You so ultimately, of course, you're Buddha. Then all the sentiments worship they offering to you as the highest. See? Then even the next lives become king or whatever. Oh, they become the Katsure. Oh, so other sentiments, like his own guru, so everybody is respected very highly, so like that. Also becomes like that, okay? So that is your happiness and so actually in the Lama Chaba, we can remember someone wrote the someone rang a mind with that. Mana just in the Kunji station, and Mari, Dikongole. Tirikasa, Kasane. there. 동안 참았으면 되지. 내가 최선을 해봤니? 다른 생을 제발 위험해지. 신의 가와자와 진주로 소대. 동안 참아. 최선을 해봤니? 다른 생을 제발 위험해지. So there's a Lama Chaba Guru Puja. So we'll be reciting tomorrow Guru Puja. Myself and others, no differences. Not desiring even a small suffering. No satisfaction in happiness. So, you see, yourself and others, no difference at all in this. In happiness as much as we want. You see? No difference yours or others. No desiring even small suffering. You and others, no difference in that. So, therefore, what you choose? Your happiness or others' happiness? Then be happy or others' happiness. So from those two happiness, to choose others' happiness. To feel happiness, others receive happiness. Okay, from those two happiness. Okay? Much of the point might be yours about patience, much of that. Much of the point is your point is much that. My guess. That's very, very important. Very, very, very important. Okay? All right? Yeah. But, Hey, listen here. Lama Silingba, Lama Desha's guru, Lama Silingba, from whom he received complete entire teachings on Buddhism about 12 years in Indonesia. So Lama Silingba said, Dani Lengi Tawa Indes, I is the root of Nirkama. Dani Lengi. By thinking, I want to happen, by thinking, I, self-changing thought. Then, you see, all the actions then become, Nikshama, you see, action body spirit mind. Then, you see, with self-changing thought, what might happen, So, all that actions of body spirit mind become Nikshama, okay? Then, Lingi is our in day. Young pure churches. So the I is the root of all the nikshama that I explained before. Young pure churches is a phenomena that I throw away, far, that I cast far, what is called I. 나는 랭게 자인데 당대 교회 처지에서 저 cast 파 쓰는 것이에요. 셴이 창조교 중요인데 짱 때문에 처지에서 what is called others is what is called others. Is from where my enlightenment comes. What is called others? Even this, it is ants biting me, or mosquito biting me, or any person who was angry to me, criticize me. Well, Shen is other one, the others, Shen is Chandraka Junguintis, from where, from whom I achieve enlightenment. From whom I achieve enlightenment. Shen이 창조가 중요한데 짱! 되려면 시에서 저 태그지, 저 이미지를 태그지, 체리지. 태그리면서 체리지. 이미지를 짱! 이미지를 without delay even second. Without delay even second. 짱! Then because it's from where you achieve enlightenment. The cessation of obscuration, completion realization. So that means from all the happiness from beginning, but now future, all comes from this. Son, 신이 창조가 중요한데 짱! 되려면 immediately without the second change. You understand? Lama sitting message. So that gives answer to so much of the problem, okay, in the life. In their life. All right, or with their very problem with others, okay? All right, I think that's Then one more question.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Some question from Russian students, and there are questions regarding the patients. So, if there is a situation when somebody not harming me but harming my child or some other person, how should I still practice patience and not giving, not protecting other persons, is it correct to not have a patience in this case, but to protect other person and like child or some other, person that is close to me, like my partner? How to better decide in this situation when I can tolerate the harm to myself, but should I tolerate the harm to other beings?
What's the last thing? First of all, you make sure what the other persons are really harming or not. It's not your hallucination. First, make that clear. First, it was clear. Then, sorry, yeah. First, make that clear that you are not hallucinated. So that one, then really harm, then you after you discover, then you see whatever you can do, but not angry, not angry. I'm saying, then angry or cut in pieces. No, I'm not doing that. Cut in pieces and make salad. So that, and then you see, I'm not saying that you can allow, that you allow the anger. No. With the patience, with the compassion, loving kindness, with all that, bodhicitta, or then you see, whatever you can do, to stop that, by talking to him nicely, explaining to him nicely, making friend to that person. There are many ways. So there are many ways we check. We say what is best to help him. That. Then sometimes when you don't have there's no another method what you can do. Of course, normally you can do other things, with him, but you see, to stop by explaining whatever, by making a friend with him or whatever. But also, you pray to. If you are a Buddhist person, you pray to Medicine Buddha, you pray Thara. So the deity that you're praying, then you also pray the deity that to help to not harm that being, your child or your whatever, or him or her to understand the karma, that negative karma, harming himself, not only the person, that blessed to realize karma is humble to him or herself. Besides that, so things like that. And then it was a big thing. Sometimes, if you have no other methods, you can't do much. Then there's pujas. You see, some things difficult ones. There was pujas. There are different kinds, peaceful, wrathful kinds of pujas. That we can help, things like that. All right? Okay?
Thank you, Rinpoche.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we stop here. Then Kazam. Due to all the past, the person which I married, I married numberless Buddhas. Metta bodhicitta, who's source of all the happiness and success for your enlightenment for yourself, for every sentient being, need to be generated right away in the heart of yourself, numberless, your family members, numberless helplings, numberless hungry ghosts, numberless animals, numberless human beings, numberless Sura beings, numberless Asura beings, numberless intermediate beings, without delay of a second. And that which generated in the mind of others may be increased. O Changru Samejo Rinpo Jema 哇那人间就结巴呀巴没巴一个呢空都呀白And then also to actualize the emptiness, meaning of dependrizing, meaning of emptiness. Konde raje dunza meba ta junde tende luwa meba nye benza game joso jawaye loja konde to para chinje lo. Didn't due to all the past best of which I made is close, but two I made it close, but I'm listening, they were not with us. Didn't may I see all the Russians, all the students, yeah, then the countries, all those are listening. Then all the students, all the supporters of the different projects, and all the anybody whom I see here, remember church and all that. In all the lifetimes, Lama Tsongkhapa being my direct guru, in the part that's highly admired by Buddha, never separated away from that path even for a second. Tera kundu jawa zonga ve te chu chinyi musu zebe te jawe ngabe lamsan tini la keche tsayan jawa ma chu. Lama Tsongkhapa teaching. It is not intellectual to understand, no, to exercise the path. You must mind. Not only yourself, as I mentioned here, all the students, all the supporters of the different practices, innocent in me whom you see, hear voice, remember, touch, all that, okay? Metua Namdara Tame Jimdan de la Jen Jase Chebe Nindo Jeto Joke Rinyan Losan Jave Tendan Jawara. then the become the Guru Day, son Lama, that one. Pande Lama Jigu Chinda Godan Gutsi Jatan Singa Cheje Senjo Sambo Chinda Wa Tenda Gona So Juara Ejo. Then to never rise, here's even one second in the actions of the Guru. So here my prayer is done on the basis as the Buddha, with Guru, on the basis of that, and the prayer is done. To never rise, here is even 1 second in the actions of Guru. Whatever action is done, positive, pure, Buddha's action, that means to see that way. With that, then with that devotion, may the Guru's blessings be entered in one's heart. That means the whole entire realization from Guru devotion up to enlightenment. Bande lame namba tawa la keche sayang lo ta me jinje lepa tongwa mogu lame chela samla anjo bara. Then kasore all your wishes to succeed immediately according to Holy Dharma. Then all your to practice to Dharma to achieve the whole path to enlightenment, all the works for sentient beings, bring to enlightenment also, all that then to succeed without effort. Bedan zoa magu veje no basaj semje rawa gonze wa samba tuve jashi jo. Then please pray for the world. Due to all the past blessings which I made, by me, I made by numberless sentient beings, numberless sentient beings, numberless Buddhas. May the war, famine, disease, torture, powerlessness, dangers, all the fire, water, air, earth, all the problems in the world may be pacified immediately. And filled with the purity, peace, happiness, and enlightenment by generating loving kindness and compassion, but it's in everyone's heart. And due to all the powers, the present which I made it to clarify by me, I made it to clarify numberless and numberless brothers. May any sentient being that I see, I remember, touch, hear the voice, or any sentient being see me, touch me, remember me, hear my voice, just like that, may all their suffering be pacified immediately, and may they all achieve perfect peace, happiness, including enlightenment. Due to all the past, present, future merits collected by me, Tirtha is collected by numberless sentient beings. Tirtha is past, present, future is collected by numberless Buddhas. That which exists in the mere name. May the I who exists in the mere name. Achieve the Buddhahood that which exists in the mere name. Lead all the sentient beings who exist in the mere name. Lead to that Buddhahood who exists in the mere name. By myself alone who exists in the mere name. Then here, King of the Prayer contained in this one stanza prayer, Chambal Bhavi. What the essence is that Tirtha Buddhas have dedicated their merits in the same way I'll dedicate all my merits. Jambal Bhavi Chita Jambata Kundo Zambo Deyan Dejen Ata Kunji Jetson Talo Jenkewa Deta Tamje Adongo Tazen Shabe Jawa Tamje Jungwa Kangla Chuzo Dage Geve Tawa Tigun Jasambo Chuche Rat Morai Ji. Didn't all this prayer, to succeed and to increase the merits for 100,000 times. Chumden de Dijin Wata Chambayang Tabazo Esing Namananza Uji Jabala Cha Zora Chanjo Samba Samba Sumbo Kunda Sambala Cha Chumden Jabata Chamayang Tabazo Esing Namanazu Uji Jabala Cha Zora Chanjo Samba Samba Sumbo Kunda Sambala Cha Chumden Chamayang Tabazo Esing Namanazu Uji Jabala Cha Zora Chanjo Samba Samba Sumbo Kunda Sambala Ta Dom is Java Bodine Som Durza Migazo Ta Dom is Java Bonneton Durza Migazo Ta Dom is Java Under Durza Migazo Ta Dom is Ramanazo Durza Migazo Ta Dom is Ramanazo Durza Migazo Ta Dom is Ramanazo Durza Migazo Metron Seje Jabe Chila Dan Tendiruwa Mebi Tamba Dan Dage Lazan Tabe Nanda Mambe Nigun I did all the past best which is close by Tirtha is close by number listen to me, number is Buddhas. And then his one said, oh, the kindness, the sky, then holy wishes to succeed. Yeah, then also live the life until awesome ends.
Hello everyone, we have a few announcements.